Welcome to Chapter 1, Lesson 6, live from... All right, you can see or hear that they are excited about this lesson. So, the lesson's called Equivalent Ratios, and we're going to try to figure out, are the rates equivalent? That means, are they equal? So, there are two ways to compare rates. We're going to start with finding unit rates, and if we remember, the word unit always means 1. So, we're going to have a 1 on the bottom. So let's look at the question. Is 20 miles in 5 hours equivalent to 45 miles in 9 hours? Here's our steps. Write each rate as a unit rate, and then we can compare because we have the same units. So I have 20 miles to 5 hours. So in words, I have miles to hours, and 20 miles in 5 hours as a unit. Unit always means 1. So, Mia, can you tell me what to do?
You would divide 5 by 5, which would equal 1. So then 12 divided by 5 would equal 4.
Very good. And we know she meant 20 divided by 5 is 4. So miles per hour for the first rate is 4 to 1. Now we have to see if that's equivalent to 45 miles in 9 hours. So again, I have miles compared to hours as my rate. I set that up as 45 to 9. Anna, what does the word unit mean?
Over 1.
So what do I put on the bottom?
1.
Thank you. And then Maria, what do I do to both numbers to get the answer?
You divide by 9.
Good. So what's 45 divided by 9, Maria?
5.
Okay, so now we have them both set up as unit rates. I have to compare. Are these rates equivalent? Ashling,
No,
how can you tell?
because 5 is bigger than 4.
Good. So the answer is 20 miles in 5 hours equivalent to 45 miles in 9 hours? The answer is no. And we saw that by making them both unit rates, okay? That's one way to figure out if rates are equivalent. The second way is to use equivalent fractions. We've talked about treating ratios as if they're fractions. We can either multiply both top and bottom number by the same number or divide both top and bottom number by the same number. So is 3 free throws made out of 7 attempts equivalent to 9 free throws made out of 14 attempts? So I'm going to circle, first of all, what is being compared. So I have 3 free throws out of 7 attempts. Write each ratio as a fraction. So I'm going to write my words up here. Free throws and attempts. So 3 to 7, is that equal to 9 free throws out of 14? So I wrote both of them as a fraction, and I'm going to see if the numerator and the denominator can be multiplied by the same number. So first of all, what do you notice? Aiden, what do you notice about my numerator?
That 3 goes into 9
How many times?
3 times.
Okay. So if I multiply my top number, or my numerator, by 3, what do I have to do to my denominator, Michael?
Times it by 3.
And will that work? What's 7 times 3?
21.
And it will not work because we have 9 to 14 here. So the symbol for not equal to is this equal sign with a diagonal line through it. That means those are not equivalent ratios. So my answer is no. Okay. Here's what I would like you guys to do next. Choose one of the above methods to determine if the pair of ratios is equivalent. So go ahead. Why don't you pause the tape, work it out, and when you are done working it out, you can check your answers. Okay, pause, pause, pause. Okay, we're back. All right, Alex scored 16 points in 4 games. Jack scored 48 points in 8 games. I have a choice to make. How do I want to solve this? Do I want to set them up as if they're fractions and see if they're equal? Or do I want to turn them into unit rates? What would you do, Connor?
I would use equivalent unit or find the equivalent fractions.
Okay, so tell me what to do.
First, you would divide 16 by 4 and divide 4 by 4.
Okay, so you're going to find a unit rate?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the unit rate?
That's 4 over 1.
Okay, so Alex scores an average of 4 points for every 1 game. And then Mariana, we're going to do the same thing. So how many points would Jack score per game?
Jack would score 6 points per game.
Okay, so we chose the method of using a unit rate. Now I can look at my unit rates, and the question is, are these two rates equivalent?
No, they're not.
Okay, and how can you tell, Rachel, that they're not equivalent rates?
Because 6 is greater than 1. 6 is greater than 4.
Okay, nice job. So 4 to 1 is not equal to 6 to 1. All right, we're going to say goodbye. Live from Park Ridge, it's Core 4. Nice job.